Peace be with you, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Trevor. Very grateful to have you here. And today's video is a recap of my weekly fragrance rotation, finishing off about the third week of July. I think the end of the rotation was on Sunday, the 26th, I want to say. So we're right around the 19th through that date. And these were the fragrances that I was reaching for. Predominantly here at the end of the summertime, things are getting a lot more dry, but we still are experiencing quite a bit of a heat wave. I think today is going to be the hottest day all summer, at least where I'm at, reaching up into close to be 100 degrees. So I still wanted to wear some things that were bright, citric, and refreshing, but also deviating away a little bit from the aquatics and the overt lemony pledge style fragrances and moving more into things that are a little bit more grassy. Maybe some vetivers, barbershop fragrances are also a few of the ones that I've been enjoying reaching for here as the autumn is on the cusp of the horizon. Also, just the mornings have been a little bit more chilly despite the afternoons reaching up there in temperature. So these were the fragrances that I wore. A little bit of a hard recollection of what all happened last week. I think we had a full moon, and I tend to get a little bit loopy around that time of the year. So can't really recall my days in specific in terms of events, but these were the fragrances I was rocking. For Monday, Acqua di Parma Colonia, the original. This is a all-time classic, been around since I think 1916, so over 100 years this has been in production, and for good reason. It's really simple, nice, almost powdery barbershop feel, a little bit of that urinal cake in the dry down, which this may have been the fragrance which launched the putting of this kind of scent profile into the urinal cakes. It was just the original fresh scent. I think popular for Hollywood at the time. Really beautiful, like I said, lavender going on in here that gives it that barbershop appeal, and then a kind of powdery orange and lemon scent profile. Really stunning juice, good projection, good longevity on me at least. And I think one of the best bang for your bucks. You can almost find these in the cheapy range. They're right around like the $50 to $60 price point for 100 ml, especially if you can find a tester. Really highly recommend this one, and it's been one of my favorites here at the end of the summertime. Another one, moving into the vetiver kind of scent profile. This one is very dewy, wet, juicy, floral, citric, light. Not so much that dirty, grassy feel, but something that's really easy to wear, very inoffensive and office-friendly for a vetiver fragrance. This is Vetiver Sensual from Mancera. I think there's an orchid floral note in here that gives it that wet, dewy quality. Very refreshing, beautiful lime that kind of freshens it up with a citric note that's not quite so common. And then that really clean, almost soapy, dry, woody feel. A little bit of a walnut kind of woody quality in here as well. So you get that walnut wood, very clean, crisp, beautiful citrus, dewy florals. Really one of the best that I picked up this year, I want to say. Was not a love at first sniff, but as I got to wearing it and also pulling a lot of compliments while wearing it, this one really grew on me. It's just so easy to wear. Doesn't really have a wow factor, but I think this is a great fragrance from Mancera, who also produce fragrances that generally have good projection and longevity, and that one is no slouch in that department. Wednesday. So Wednesday, like I said, I've been reaching for things that accentuate the note of lavender, moving into that barbershop direction, and this one I think just was a perfect pick for this transition out of the summer into the autumn time, and one that I've been wanting to give some attention to. Not been reaching for as many of my old school vintage fragrances as much, just because they kind of are special occasion fragrances to me in some degree, but luckily, I've been kind of getting over that mental hurdle of having a special occasion fragrance and just wearing what I want when I want, and this was my fragrance today for Wednesday, the vintage sticker version of Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Homme. Now, the modern formulations of this are great. I still think they're a good time. This one just has way higher quality ingredients, in my opinion, particularly the lavender. So the lavender in here puts this one more firmly set into that fougere style category of a fragrance, whereas the modern ones, you really get the lavender, tobacco, citrus, but it doesn't really quite have that barbershop-y green feel like this one does. Same scent profile, just a lot more rich and creamy lavender in this one. Almost like a honey-style sweetness also present in here that I don't really get from the modern formulation. These are pretty expensive and highly faked on the eBay secondary market, though. If you do want to try and find one, look for the tester, which has all this information on the back. This generally is not counterfeited as often as the regular bottles. Hard to say what I would be willing to pay for this one at this point in time. Generally, though, I think if you're spending $250+ on a Parfum de Marly, I think this is a good place to park your money if you're looking to spend that much on a fragrance, because I think this matches and even exceeds the quality of a lot of niche fragrances on the market now. So Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the vintage version, one of my favorites in my entire collection for Wednesday. Thursday, just wanted something nice, simple, inoffensive, easy to wear, happy-go-lucky, and this one fits that bill perfectly. This is Fly Away from Mugler from the Cologne collection. A really high-quality cheapie. You get the same degree of grapefruit that you get from Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Forever. So high-quality, nice, bright, a little bit bitter, sour, well done, fruity. And that fruity sweetness, I think, plays well into this end of the summertime, kind of moving out of the rindy and citric aspects of the citrus fruits and moving more into that fruity sweetness. This one does that exceptionally well with a nice, airy, almost hazy style, fresh cannabis note. Not smoked cannabis, but just the nice herbal vegetal quality that you get, almost citric quality from the greens in that choice of notes. Also, really skilled perfumer behind this one, the same person that brought us Ombre Leather as well as Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir line. Really awesome stuff, about average performance, projection, and compliment factor, but like I said, just wanted something easy to wear because the increased heat that was going on just felt like having a casual sort of day with my fragrance for Thursday. Friday is when I like to wear niche fragrances, and this is one that I've been particularly loving, reaching for as of late. Probably a little bit expensive for some people. I got a really good deal on this one, picked it up for $145 from an outlet store. I got really lucky there, but this is Creed Viking Cologne, and this is somewhat of a fougere take on the Terre d'Hermès DNA. So you get that nice orange in here that you get from the Terre d'Hermès line, nice woody orange quality, but this one moves more into like a Fanta soda kind of take on that DNA rather than the dirty orange quality. And then, like I said, there's that lavender in here that really pulls this into a really nice barbershop scent profile. Now, this is a little bit tricky in the sense that I go nose blind when I apply this, so I don't know if that's going to be the case for you, but it's deceptively strong. It is very long lasting. It has a duration of a whole workday for me, going into 8 hours, sometimes smelling it on my clothes the day after. I don't seem to get a lot of projection out of it, though. It seems to sit a little bit close to skin on me, so that's why it may be a bit of a high price tag for something that is more intimate and not quite compliment pulling. It is a little bit mature, but one of my top favorite summertime fresh fougères, something that I plan on rocking for summers to come. And then for Saturday, kind of just relaxing around the house with the kids, maybe ran out and did a few errands, but for the most part, just a casual day. And recently saw this one come up on AC Smells Goods channel. Reference to this is Lalique White, and this is a really nice underrated cheapie. Lalique is well known for being one of the better affordable houses. They put out amazing quality products for a very affordable price. This one, I think you can find this 125 ml bottle for like $25 to $35. Creamy cedar is really the main thing that I get here, with a really beautiful citric quality going on over the top of that creamy cedar. Just has this dry, woody quality, though, that I feel plays absolutely perfectly into this dry down here at the end of the summertime, moving into the autumn. And it's fresh, invigorating, and sour citrus enough to play very well in the high heat, as well as that cooler sensation from the dry cedar going on in here. Very outdoorsy, very clean, chic, and excellent bang for your buck. Lalique White for Saturday. And then finally ending off the week with Sunday. Again, a little bit of a relaxing day around the house. Went out in the backyard and swung on the swing set with my daughter a little bit. So we got out somewhat, but it was miserably hot out, just a very dry heat, almost like if you've ever lived in the Southwest. I was in Arizona for a little while. Felt a little bit like that, even though I'm in the Midwest now. And this was just a fragrance that I've been kind of testing out. I got it earlier this spring, so it's not quite brand new to the collection, but my first time wearing it in the summertime, and I think this is a great one for this time of the year, transitioning out of the summer into the fall. This is Terre d'Hermès Eau Intense Vetiver. So you do get that nice, earthy, a little bit dirty, grassy vetiver going on in here. But if the original Terre d'Hermès is described as a dirty orange, I would say this is a dirty lemon. So you do get that Terre d'Hermès DNA, but it goes a lot more sour and tart than the original Terre d'Hermès, which gets a little bit more bitter, sweet. And this is more sour tart because of the more emphasis on the lemon. I really adore this fragrance, though. It piques my interest and my taste in fragrance quite a bit. I just love the clean yet dirty feel that the vetiver offers here. Very well textured, deep, despite being something very refreshing because of that lemon quality. Something I'm very much looking forward to wearing throughout the duration of September, where the summer technically is still with us up until like the 23rd of September, I think. I think that stretch of the beginning of the autumn is going to be perfect time to be wearing this one, and it's going to be showing up in my weekly rotations to come for some time, I would say. So that was my rotation this past third week of August 2024. Let me know what you've been wearing in the comment section down below, what your experience with any of these are. And as always, I really appreciate you sticking with me to the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.